Hey, what's up guys, it's Louisiana Lane here, and with my first video today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a spinnerbait storage box, or to modify any like plano storage lure box so that you can easily store spinnerbaits in it, or any bait like a buzz bait that has a long wire that's kind of V-shaped. And yeah, that's what we're going to do today, and we're going to get right into it. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to actually make this spinnerbait storage container. And what I'm going to do is I'm only going to probably use these 2 rows for at least right now to store spinnerbaits, and then the rest I'm going to leave just fine for other baits like jigs and buzz baits, chatterbaits, all that, so I can put them together. So start with just these 2 columns. I went ahead and took these out. There's several ways that you can actually do this. First, you can use side cutters like this. The problem with these side cutters is that you run the risk of cracking the plastic. You can also use like a scalpel, like an X-Acto knife, or any kind of razor blade to just cut through this. But what my preferred method is this soldering iron. Okay, you don't have to have very hot. It's plastic, it melts easily. I have it on about 300 degrees Celsius. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. What the plan to do here is this column, this one little plastic piece, that's where the spinnerbait, like the notch where you tie the knot, is gonna be resting. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, like, essentially with a soldering iron, just melt notches incrementally down this little divider here, and that's how we're gonna do it. So if you do want to use side cutters or a Dremel even, or any other blade, you're just gonna cut notches in it. That's what we're doing. So all right, now I zoomed in here, so hopefully y'all can see a little bit better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just start burning a notch here. You can get close to the top and take it nice and slow. I have a low temperature, but we're just gonna be melting the plastic away. And be careful. I wouldn't recommend doing this indoors. You need be in a well ventilated area, so that these fumes that you can see the plastic is letting off, you're not breathing those in. Wear breathing protection, everything. So yeah. And we're just gonna be careful. You see on this back side, I'm resting it on there, so it is kind of melting that too. But for the most part, this is going pretty well. And you'll just go all the way down. I wouldn't go all the way down to the bottom, just stay about right there. And then also on your soldering iron, I recommend having a soldering iron stand where you can keep a sponge or like a wet paper towel to wipe the plastic off on. And key word is it has to be wet. If it's dry, it will just burn. But yeah, we want to wipe the plastic off of it so that the fumes, it'll stop spraying off these plastic fumes. And yeah. And we're just going to keep going, and we're just going to go all the way down the box. You can't go all the way down. So spinnerbait would probably take up about half of this box here. So I will be stopping probably right here in the middle. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna set up a time lapse. So I went ahead and zoomed this back out, and I turned off the soldering iron. We can go ahead and move that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and clean off the tip the rest of the way. All right, so now we got that done. You'll see we got little stringy bits of plastic here, and this is how it turned out. It's kind of messy. So what you can do is you can still take those side cutters, or any kind of blade, and what you'll do is you'll just kind of cut off the excess bits you see where it pokes out, Or whenever you're doing the melting and the soldering, you can just clean it up a little bit better. But I don't mind if it's messy, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. And yep, that's how you do it. Alright, so anyways, thank y'all for watching today's video, and I hope y'all go and try to make it yourself. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.